Hi everyone, my name's Dr. Will Simm and I'm one of the researchers on the Ensemble team, and we've been briefed to make this podcast about the threads running through our research. Now, my background is in computer science and computer system engineering, so I've got a highly technical skill set. When I graduated university, I wanted to really apply my skill set to projects that I felt were aligned to my personal value. So I embarked on a PhD where I worked in digital health. I worked alongside speech therapists. I then worked in community university research partnerships where we developed technologies with groups of people from a series of different walks of life. So that being general members of the community in a citizen digital consultation project called Voice Your View, and then on to the Catalyst project, which was quite a groundbreaking project really, that engaged community groups in the design of the research project in an agile and engaged way. So in that project I worked with adults with autism to co-design technologies to help them manage their anxieties. I worked with islanders who had their own wind turbine to explore their relationship with on-demand energy and renewable energy. I've worked with homeless people and with older adults. So you see, the main thread has been all about ways in which I can work with different groups of people to understand their situation and then identify the opportunities for technologies to make a difference in their lives. Now, when I moved on to work with the Ensemble team and was interested in looking at how modern computer technologies and software engineering practices are or aren't used in environmental science research, and found that the environmental scientists who were writing software, models of environmental processes and working with environmental data, didn't have the tools available to them to be able to leverage the latest trends in software engineering and in infrastructure in terms of cloud computing. They were using institutional high performance computers and very often self-taught programmers. So really we identified an opportunity for technology there with this group of people, the environmental scientists, for technologies to enable them to work in different ways. Other projects I've been fortunate enough to be involved in have been the CropNet project, where I worked with groups of land managers and farmers and interesting organisations related to those agricultural businesses on developing tools for building resilience to climate change and better understanding the land that they manage, using all the data that is available, including like soil types, location in terms of how much sunlight their fields get, Earth observation data from satellites, combining that with predictive models of crop yield, predictions of future climate scenarios, and combining all that together to enable them to better understand the land they manage and the way that will change under different climate change scenarios, to plan better, sowing times, harvest times, which crops will work best where, and really build resilience in UK agriculture, but also at the same time I'm really building environmental sustainability into the decision process. I've worked on the virtual data labs, which is a concept whereby it provides a central point for environmental scientists to come together, a cloud-hosted repository almost of data with a notebook interface to allow them to explore that data and work on models and theories together. We looked at extending that into methods which leverage new cloud technologies to really see the impact of adding elastic resource to the work that they're doing. So to summarise, the threads that have emerged through the research that I've done have been really about methods to engage with different groups of people to understand their situation, but also understand technologies and the way those fit with those situations, design solutions and prototype solutions with those people that might change the way they do things or support them to do things better. The other thread is that supports that is a keen interest in the abstraction that software engineering can provide from complexity. So you might have a software platform that can abstract from the complexity of underlying cloud computing resources and bring those in as and when they're needed, depending on your particular experiment or your needs. Really enable people to leverage the power that's held in fairly complex computing concepts simply and in a manner which fits with their work or their experience. But really the highlight for me of working on Ensemble has been people and the way it has brought so many people from so many disciplines together, and we've really developed technologies to facilitate that really and work in better ways together. Because I think the only way we can begin to address such complex challenges as climate change are through bringing people together, and really I see computing and digital technologies as tools to facilitate that.